Hello everyone, Andrew here. Today I wanted to make a quick little video about something that anybody who grew up with the NES or with cartridge-based video games definitely had to deal with a lot as a kid, and something that's definitely come up a lot in recent years, but mostly as kind of a joke. You know, that myth of things that people used to do in the past that people can't even comprehend today, and that is blowing in your NES cartridges to help make them work better, and maybe not even just necessarily NES, but your, Super Nintendo, N64, Master System, Genesis, whatever you want. Does it actually help? Now, when people bring it up today, like I said, it's usually just in joking fashion as something that people did ages and ages ago, but as someone who grew up with the NES, it really was something that I thought helped. But it's so common for people to say, oh, it's just coincidence that it works the time after you've blown it, or it's just getting some dust out or something like that. This is an NES cartridge, and an NES which I actually just picked up, and I was having a terrible time getting it working. I cleaned the cartridge that came with it with contact cleaner, just as I do with any NES game that I pick up on a normal basis before putting it into my usual Nintendo Entertainment System. And it usually helps them work perfectly with, again, my usual console. But this one that I just picked up was being really stubborn. It wasn't working until I said, maybe I should try blowing in the cartridge. And wouldn't you know, the very next time it worked. So we're going to do a little bit of a test today. And again, I'm just so confident that it's going to work that I'm actually making a video about it. That it's not just going to be a coincidence, that it's going to start working one time when I don't blow in it. The time after I blow in this cartridge, it will 100% definitely work. So let's do a few test runs here just to prove I'm not lying to you people. Put the cartridge in, push it down, flashing red screen. You can even put it in and not push it down, and you still get a flashing red screen. Push it down again, solid red screen this time. Try it a few more times, take it all of the way out. Flashing red screen. We'll even let it flash a few times, because sometimes people who, if you own an NES, you'll know that if you let it flash a few times, the game somehow starts working, then you can press the reset button and it will usually stay working, but just let you guys look at that for a few seconds, because whenever I used to play the NES as a kid, you always knew it was going to be a battle. Like, how long is it going to take for me to play the game before I can finally work? And then once you started playing the game, you'd always worry that, it might freeze or something when you're just getting to that level that you couldn't beat. We got a gray screen that time. So, yeah, sometimes the NES likes to do all sorts of different things, show up different colors. Like, different NESs will have different color flashing screens. I'm guessing it's something to do with probably when they were produced or where they were produced. I don't know. But here we go. So as a kid, once all it was done, when you just totally didn't want to deal with it anymore, before we knew about the days of, contact cleaner and how to properly clean your games, again, which I have cleaned this, so it's not a dust problem. Even as a kid, they would always be kept, my games, in, black sleeves, just like this one, and we even had kind of a container which they could stand upright in, so it's not like they were getting dust in them, they weren't sitting, on the floor with a whole bunch of pet hair and stuff around. So there was no chance of dust. You're not just blowing the dust off. I'm guessing it has something to do with, making the contacts, the moisture of your breath makes the contacts connect better or something like that, but this is going to be 100% proof. I mean, of course, someone out there is still going to claim it was coincidence, but you saw all that I just did, so it's going to work this time, 100%, and you can claim it's coincidence if you want, but it just proves that obviously something is happening when you blow in it, and it does help somewhat. Here we go. Just like that. So I have no idea exactly what's going on there, but I cannot stand when people say, oh, it's a coincidence that when you blow in the cartridge, it miraculously starts working. If I had, tried it once and then blown in it, and then the second time it worked, I could understand if you still thought that was a coincidence. But you saw all that I just went through, and then, of course, the one time after I blew in it, it's working 100% perfectly. So I'd have to say that there's definitely some kind of, merit to the blowing in your cartridges theory. It's not just, something that comes out of the blue, and you can joke about it all you want, but as a kid, when I blew in the cartridge and it worked, I was pretty darn happy. So with that said, thanks for watching this. I just wanted to put that out there because I thought it was so bizarre. I picked this up and I'm like, I just have to make a video about it to prove once and for all. Anytime anybody tells you that blowing in your cartridges doesn't help, just send them this. And if they argue it, tell them to prove me otherwise. So thanks for watching this. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you later for something different. So thanks, and see ya.